Welcome back everyone, I'm John, this is the channel Moon High Effect. Today we're doing trading lessons again. The trading lessons, this will be crypto trading plan part 3 that we will do, and let's jump in straight away. This is crypto trading plan part 3 and we will take a look which things are very important. Now this is the most important thing also from the plan, but because this is going to be really about trading and what you will need to confirm the markets that it goes your way. Let's take a look. Before you take a trade, so please put this down in a book so you can read it every day, or just a piece of paper, it's okay, but put it beside your PC so that you read it before you take a trade, because this is really important. So first of all, what is the trend? Is it up, down or sideways? So this is very important. You have to know this, otherwise you cannot trade with the market. So let me give you one phrase that everybody knows. The trend is your friend. So what do I mean by that? Trade with the trend. If you start trading, don't go against it, because if you go against the trend, it's not easy to do to start with. So it's better if you know it's an upward trend, we trade upwards. If it's a downward trend, we trade downwards, because you get more chance to succeed. That's all. If it's a sideways trend, we use sideways methods. That one is not as easy also to learn, but once you get a hang of it, sideways is quite okay to do it. You just have to see it really. So first of all, up. Is the price on a support? No. Then preset your entries on a support level. Why? Because if it's on a support, you will get it upwards again. Downwards. Is the price on resistance? No. Get ready to set your support to get your entries on the resisting on the support on the resistance. Sorry. Is it sideways? Where is the market? Somewhere in the sideways barrier. So then you also have a support and resisting, and then you have to know where it is at. It's in the middle of a support and resistance. Please stay off it. It's no use anyway. Can you see the trend? Can you see which way it goes? If it's really sideways, or is it a choppy market? Because if it's a choppy market, don't try to touch it. You will see in a later stage what a choppy market is also. It's also a sideways market, but a market that does not use really support and resisting levels. So that's what is a choppy market. Get ready at the bottom of the support, or get ready at a resisting level. So you can, at the sideways market, you can put entries on both sides, even on a support or a resisting. So that's the same, but it depends where he is at that point. Or you just have to have patience for a breakout and then take it on the retest. So that means if you break out a support level, it will retest that line always. So it's the same like Bitcoin done in 2020. He broke out of this area where he is now at, and now he's just having a retest at the same levels he broke out in December of 2020, I guess it was. And he is now having a retest on that. So it can take 2 years to get a retest, but it will be done. And why does it do this? Because then the market has a beautiful entry point, one, and also because that's good for the market itself, because if it goes straight away up, it will fall straight away down also. So it needs to be retesting everything, so it finishes off those levels and it can go to the next one smoothly without having a big fall backwards like we have seen now. Number 2, where is your support and resistance? Plus draw your trend lines. So first of all, we were looking what the trend is. The second one is that you have to draw your support and resisting on TradingView chart. Of course, we're gonna show you in the next lesson how to set up an account on TradingView, and once after those I'm also gonna make sure that you can draw something onto it, but I think it's about 3 lessons from now. You also draw trend lines on the chart. So you draw first of all your support and resistance, and afterwards you draw your trend lines on the chart. You do this always above 4 hours. Never go drawing trend lines or support resistance, better said, beneath the 4-hour chart. Why not? Because it's not accurate enough. So you will never be able to put it accurate enough. So it's better to start drawing support and resisting levels at a week chart, and then adjust them a little bit more to make them more precise at the day chart. And if you really want to be very exactly A 4-hour chart you can do it on, but I prefer to do it on a week or a day chart. That's more than enough. I will show you how to do this also, and how to make sure that you have like very nice entry point into it. I'll show you this on TradingView once we start learning how to draw a trend and a resisting line and support also. This makes it easier to find where the market is, so that's why we draw these lines, where you enter and exit the market. So that's how you can see where you can enter or exit the market too, because of the support and resisting line. If the market goes to that point, we will enter just or exit just before it ends. It gets down to that level, because we always want to make sure that we have profit. So I'll learn you that trick too, and I also will learn you how to enter a market so that you always have the best entry point. And then afterwards, you also have to look at the candles. Which candle do you see? If you want to learn more about the candles, I will learn you everything, how it works too. I will also show you what kind of candles we use, what kind of candles there are, what they're for. I'll explain everything in one of the next movies too. These will all be very short movies then, because I will explain just one candle every movie, so that you can rewatch them as many times as you need to be done, but that's for another time. I'm just blabbering off again. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. It's not as easy. It was drawn by myself, so but please just redraw this. I'll put it on pause somewhere, so we will follow this up. So before we take a trade, what is the trend? If we go left, you can see is it bull market. If you go right, you can see it's a bear market, and in the middle is the sideways market. So this is what you do, like I just explained on number 1, what you can do when the market is. If it's a bull market, is it at a support? Yes, then you can buy. If it's no, we don't trade. We have to have patience. Then if you go sideways, wait for a breakout, have fun, and enjoy your life of course, but also we can look for a next entry. If it's a sideways market and it's not a choppy one, we can make, if you have the skill for it, and the trend and resisting lines are very good drawn, you can trust your own skill and you can put an entry. I'll show you how to do this. I did not put this on here because otherwise that would be not so smart. So, and love your life of course, also join and be happy when you do it. If it's a bear market, is the price at the resisting? If it's yes, then it's time to sell. If it's no, don't trade and have patience, because otherwise the market could go against you again. So this is a really nice schedule that you can just put, also draw it like I done, put it on a small piece of paper beside you, so you know if the trend is this or it does that, how you can do it and what to do with it. Before you take a trade, 3, determine the pattern. So that means the candle pattern. So we will have a few I will show you a few candle patterns that are very important to look at. It's on you to decide which ones you really like. If you can take 3 or 4 out of them and you can really study them and always use them, you will see which ones are better for you, which ones are not better for you. It depends. But you cannot trade alone on the candles, but it also needs some extra confirmations with it. So decide in this way how the market moves and find the best entry. If you wish to learn more about the candles, in another lessons I will learn you everything you need to know. Yeah, I will teach you completely everything, that's for sure. I also give you the patterns. I will also, in one of the candle movies, you will see them. Just take a picture of them and put them on your sideways. You can always keep them with you. And if you want them on paper, just send me an email, I will give you them too. Before you take a trade, 4, determine what indicators are that you prefer to use. These are a few indicators I put on here. I'll also show you how these work. I'll show you on TradingView how them work and how to set them up. So relative strength index, if you've watched one of my TAs already, you know that I use this one a lot. How do we use them on a day? So it works the best on a day chart. You can sell anything above 80 and you can buy anything from 35 to 20 on the RSI. So that's an extra confirmation from where the market is, added to your own confirmations like support and resisting. This is number 4. So remember, we go from 1 downwards. So you have to do the first ones first and then follow up to these. So like I said before, The indicators are good, but you cannot use them only to trade. You have to use them only when you have enough confirmations. So then one, the MACD. MACD is, I'll show you how the MACD works also perfectly. Fibonacci, this is just drawing two lines. I'll also adjust my Fibonacci to yours so that you can put them on exactly how it should have been done. It's a bit off on TradingView, but if you use mine, you will get better out of it. Moving averages, we only use the 200 and the 55 or the 50. The rest we don't use. If you want to scalp trade, so that's on lower time frames, like an hour to 4 hour, you can use the 7 and 10 also. If you do long-term trades, you look at the 200 moving average, because then you can look at a bigger time frame and see where the moving average goes from there. The Bullring bands, we will adjust that one from 20 to 21, so it's better. It's just some things that I figured out when I was trading. Choose which you like to use. Indicators are there to give you extra confirmation to your ID about what the market is at that point. So if you have drawn your support and resisting lines, you will have some extra information with these. So if you think this is a good entry, if you look at the RSI and it's like on 30 and you said it's gonna go up and it's like 30, between 35 and 20, it would be, oh my god, yes, this is a good extra confirmation that this market will go like that. Then you can also use the MACD and look at that one if it's good. You can also look at the moving averages. These are all extra confirmations on your own idea that you have what the market will do at that point. Please have your own ideas before you use it. So never use them alone to go into a trade. So never use just the RSI, the MACD, the Fibonacci to enter a trade, because that will go against you sometimes, because you have to know more than just that. Please remember that one. Do not use the indicators alone to trade. Number 5, fundamental research. So before we take a trade, also we have to know this. You only, for your main holding plan, you always have to do this. So if you have long-term holders, please always do a fundamental research. What do you need to do to take a fundamental research? So let me read this first. You only do this if you want to add a new coin to your trading coins. So this is for trading coins. For every holding coins, you always have to do this to make sure it's not a shit coin that you want to add to your portfolio. That's one of them. So the first ones that they're not really in the right order, but these things you definitely have to look up. One, the white paper, what's in it. If it's just half a page, yeah, please, people, do your research. Don't think it's gonna be much if it's just only half a page of white paper. So does this coin add any value to the world? I mean, is it really necessary? What does it do, this coin? Does he add like an Etherium? Is it a smart contract platform? Is it a utility to gold? Is he a stable coin? What does he do really? Is it just something that does peer-to-peer transaction? There are already a lot of those onto the market, so maybe that one won't be able to make it because he has a lot of competition. If it's a smart contract platform, there are way less smart contract platforms. And is there something built on it? How much people want to invest in this coin? Look that a bit up, so because it's very necessary to make sure that you have a nice coin to reach onto it. Does it require to have a blockchain of this coin? So that means, is it necessary that it has to be decentralized, this information? That's why we use blockchains, to have something decentralized. I can show you one that could be necessarily. That's maybe your medical research from yourself that could be decentralized, so that you have the choice to show it to somebody that you want to, and not be only in the hand of the doctors anymore, because any doctor can look at your medical history, but I don't think that should be necessary. Like if you have a doctor that does something to the feet, if you hurt your feet somewhere and you want to restore it, he does not have to know what was wrong with your head, something like that, or that you had an appendix removed or something like that, if anything was good or so. But see my point? So I find a doctor would be able to look at that part of your feet and the photos that he made, and it's good for his job, but he does not need to know your complete history from your health records. I don't think that's necessary for your feet then at that point. So that could be a nice one, so that you have completely the choice who you show which part of it, and then you can just add like an amount of time to it, so that you can just look at it for 5 minutes or to 10 minutes when it's needed. red flags. I got a website where you can put the red flags up so that you can look at this website, and I'll put that in a link below. So these red flags are like, really, you put the coin into it and they show you straight away if it's a go or a no-go. These coins, scam coins. There are a lot of scam people on Blitz and crypto, unfortunately, because I prefer not to be scammed, but there are still. So we also have a website for that. I'll put that one also in the description. Just use it, save it somewhere. If you want to look up, just press in this coin and that thing, and you can see if it's a good coin, yes or no. Bitcoin dominations and relations to the coin. That means how does it react to the Bitcoin chart? And this is really then not for holding, but really for trading. If it reacts with Bitcoin or does it react against Bitcoin? So that's good to know before you start with a coin trading. If you trade with Bitcoin, like I said, you can also trade like Silica Bitcoin. If it goes together, what does it do? The dominance, do they always jump the same way up? Do they always go the same way down? It determines if you can trade it against Bitcoin. So that's why you have to know it too. Because also if Bitcoin goes down, then you know that you have to get out of these coins before that one drop too. So that's also a good thing to know. Who are the inventors and who is the team? Yeah, that one you have to look up first of all too. If it's an inventor that's done something not right in the world already, please leave the coin alone. Maybe he's not that good, maybe he wasn't good at that part, and maybe he will do it again. So there are enough coins, there are like 10,000 coins or something like that. So I think there will be one that has a good inventor also, and a good team after it. So look those teams up. They should be public. If they're not public, that means maybe there's something fishy going on too. So stay away of these coins if you want to keep them for long term. If it's just for trading, you can trade maybe one or twice onto it and just leave it alone then. What does the chart say about it? Is it a pump and dump coin? Is the coin already long way sideways? Is it in a triangle? Where is the trunk? Where is he at this point? How does it do it? Does it go up? Does it go left? Go right? I'll show you what kind of trends you can look into it, and also show you how it goes at that point. So if the chart is really in a triangle and it's sideways for a while, then you can just add it, and it's a nice way to make sure that you can go up again. Number 6. Oh, I didn't. Before you take a trade, it's still the top. I did not translate this one, so anybody can read Dutch, they can read it. It says the same, like all the other titles. Number 6. Day trades or scalp. This I never recommend to do this, but I know there will be people still wanting to do it, so I do have to tell you this. It's not good for the feelings, so it's not good for your emotions in the market, because it goes constantly up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's a lot of screen time it takes. If you do want to do it, please always wait until the hour closes. Never go in a market before an hour. And why is that? Because if the hour closes, you have more confirmation that the hour will go good. So that's one of it. So please wait nicely until the candle is closed. So in the end of the hour, the candle will be closed perfectly, and then we can start into it. I'll show you how to look up at this and when you can see this. Place your order also in advance, so do not go after the market. So if you think this market will go there, place an order and put all the other orders under it or above it. It depends on where the market goes. If it goes up, put it under it. If the market goes down, put it above it. I'll show you too what to do and how to do this. And also let the market come to you. So that's why we place also these orders in advance, because it's not easy if you do day trades or scalp trades. Please remember too, if you do day or scalp trades, that you have to leave the market before the end of the day. If you do not, that trade can go completely against you. I've had it before. I've seen students do it and they did not make any profit out of it, and afterwards they said, yes, maybe we should take it in week trades. No. Please, people, listen to me now very carefully. Wait until the hour is closed if you want to do this, and end the trade by the end of the day so that you can sleep and don't have to look at the chart every hour of the day. I've done it. It's okay to learn, but it's not funny to do. It takes a lot of energy too. 7. Ask your intuition what to do. Your higher hired you always knows the answer. So what do I mean by this? If you have no idea really what to do, if this is a good coin, yes or no, go meditate a bit. I have a nice program for it, so just ask me how it's called. Send me an email, I can sell it to you for a very cheap price. It's a very good program, only the very rich people use this program, so even the CIA uses it. So if you want, just let me know. I'll send you an email, or send me an email, and I will make sure that you get it. To remember, enjoy life. It's not everything. Crypto is not everything. So enjoy what you are doing. Relax, let the market come to you. I am the best trader and follow the plan. So if you follow your plan, you will get there eventually. You just have to have patience and be determined enough to keep doing it day in, day out, day in, day out. It's like the first time that you were at a job somewhere and you wanted to learn a new skill at that job. You also need to practice that before it went done. For me, it took time. I've done this in a few months, but some people will do it in a few years, some people will do it in a few days. It depends how fast you want to learn and how determined you are to constantly do the same thing after each other. So these are the 7 things you really have to keep remembering before you ever take a trade. Please write them all down in a journey, like I've written them down, so that you know which things you have to look at. Thank you all for your attention. This was the end of my crypto trading plan. Much love for everyone. Smile and be thankful for everything you have at this point. Love each other, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Ciao!